Hey folks, it's Russell Davis with Lazy Bones Construction, otherwise known as Russell D. I did a previous video of toughest tile, and in that video I explained about the brush-on version of the toughest tile, as seen here. And now I am using the spray-on version on the same two sinks I had originally used the brush on and roll on. Now I had to remove the old toughest tile, which was only a couple months old. Now I may have or may not have applied it properly. I put thick coats on, which later I learned not the way to go. You put thin coats and then you build it up. So you'll see on here I've got this sink all taped off, ready to go. The toughest tile spray on is very nice and easy to handle. It coats very lightly so that way you can apply several coats. Now always make sure you shake the can vigorously for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now I'd done it prior to starting the video, so it's pretty well shooken up. On this version I'll show you how to apply. It's pretty simple. You just start spraying just like you would do with spray cans of paint on a surface. Now I like to work from the top and work down. Now of course the sink is very small, so you can't like get right up close on it, which is good, because when spraying the toughest tile you don't want it to be too heavy of a coat. You can see the spots in the middle are starting to disappear. Now those are previous scrape offs from I don't know what. They were on the sinks when I started to refinish. So again, I like start at the top, work my way down in light coats, and then I'll spray from side to side on the bottom. Now when I lay coats of this spray on version, I like to do that, let it set for a little while, and then I'll do it in the opposite direction. So I was going this way, next time I'll actually go this way as far as the bottom and the sides go. You cannot spray it upside down. It's like a normal paint. You have to either have it upright or at, say, I'd say 22 degrees minimum. But you make sure you hit all the spots, and you can see I taped up the faucet really good, so that way I can easily spray on a coat behind it and around it without getting it actually on any of the chrome pieces. And again, I tried to stay a good distance away. And now I'm going to do my second coat, because it does recommend that you do it within 6 minutes of the first application. And of course, folks, I am not a professional. I am what you would call a semi-professional. And this makes repairing these sinks so much easier. You get 2 cans of the toughest tile for around $30-some. I paid $37 for 2 cans, which it actually tells you that with the 2 cans you are able to do several sinks or 2 tubs with very heavy coats. Right now all I'm doing is doing kind of a heavy coat on the very bottom, so that it covers those gaps pretty good that were here, there, and there. Trying to kind of build them up so that they are level with the rest of the porcelain. And again, it tells you to make sure you put on a fairly decent amount after you do the first coat. Now, this is the other sink. I've already done 2 coats on it. And the way I test it, me personally, is I go to a spot where it's not too conspicuous and I see if it's tacky. I'll notice that I'm really shiny down here and it kind of looks like I got a little bit of a drip. So what I'll do is I'll test that. So I'll rub it out. I got a spot there I can fill in. Now it looks like I'm just playing in this. I am, but I ain't. What I'm trying to do is get that perfectly level so that it doesn't have like loops. So I'll take my spray on again. Get them shook up. And what I'm doing is kind of making those finger marks disappear. So yes, I'm putting a very heavy coat on the bottom because that's where it's going to get most of its abuse. Now this should be the very last coat I put on this one. Now let it set for 24 to 48 hours before any use gets done to it. With any project that you're painting or whatnot with spray cans, again, make sure you're ventilated. I don't have a fan in it, which I should, but again, I'm kind of immune to a lot of these smells. So, okay, folks, this is Russell D with Lazy Bones Construction. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I plan to have more videos in the future. Bye.